If you bought the S&P 500, specifically VOO, in 2024 and 2025, you looked like a genius. You sat back, did absolutely nothing, and watched your brokerage account hit all-time highs month after month. It felt like printing free money. But as we settle into 2026, the dangerous truth is that most passive investors are walking into a massive psychological trap. What got you here won't get you there. We are entering a year where valuations are at historic extremes. The Magnificent Seven are no longer just leading the market, they are the market. If VOO is your entire strategy, you aren't diversified. You're just heavily concentrated in a handful of tech giants that are priced for perfection. One bad earnings report from NVIDIA or a slowdown in AI spending, and your entire portfolio takes a massive hit. Today, I am not telling you to sell VOO. That would be a mistake. I am telling you to reinforce it. I've spent weeks researching the data to build the ultimate 2026 support squad. 5 ETFs that work together to cover the blind spots VOO misses. We're calling an air support for growth, a tank for defense, a banker for monthly income, and a secret weapon for when the market gets ugly. Stay with me until the very end because I'm going to reveal the exact percentage breakdown for your portfolio based on your stage in life, whether you are 35 and building, 50 and peak earning, or 65 and ready to enjoy your freedom. Let's build a portfolio that 2026 can't break.
We start with the greatest of all time, the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, VOO or IVV, its twin. You know it, I know it, but do you really know what's inside it right now? VOO is the bedrock of most portfolios because it's a self-cleansing machine. It holds 500 of the largest US companies, but there's a catch. It is weighted by market capitalization. That means the bigger a company gets, the more of it you own. As of January 2026, the concentration is the highest it has been in decades. The top 10 companies make up nearly 38% of the entire fund. If you own VOO, you aren't just betting on America, you are betting on a very specific group of tech leaders. Here is exactly what you own in the top 10 as of early 2026. NVIDIA, the heart of the AI revolution. Microsoft, the software giant. Apple, the consumer ecosystem. Amazon, e-commerce and cloud. Meta, social media and VR. Broadcom, the chip designer. Alphabet Class A and C, Google, search and AI. Tesla, EVs and robotics. Berkshire Hathaway, the value anchor. The expense ratio is a tiny 0.03%, which is basically free. It yields about 1.2% in dividends. But look at that list. 8 of the top 10 are tech or communication stocks. While VOO is the king, he is currently surrounded by only one type of soldier. If the AI narrative slows down or interest rates stay higher for longer, the king is vulnerable. This is why we need reinforcements. We're keeping VOO as our 40-50% core, but we're surrounding it with specialists. If you want a cheaper S&P 500 ETF to multiply your compounding faster, then get SPYM. I spoke about it in my last video. It's cheaper, tracks the S&P 500 ETF correctly, and the expense ratio is also cheaper than VOO or IVV. Now, our second ETF. For 2026, we need a precision airstrike on the hardware of the future. Many people suggest SCHD, Schwab US Large Cap Growth, as a partner for VOO. While SCHD is a great fund, I mean really great, with a 0.04% fee, I'm going to be honest with you. If you look at SCHG's holdings, it's basically VOO 2.0. It owns the same Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon you already have in the S&P 500. You aren't diversifying, you're just doubling down with more tech-focused stocks. If you want real aggressive growth in 2026, then you'd add SMH, Van Eck Semiconductor ETF, to your portfolio. While VOO owns the companies using AI to sell software, SMH owns the companies making the chips that make AI possible. Think of it as the picks and shovels play for the 2026 AI build-out phase. Inside the SMH top stocks, we have the sovereign of chips like NVIDIA, capped at 20% to manage risk, TSMC,
10%. They manufacture the chips for almost everyone else on this list. Broadcom, the leader in networking chips. ASML Holding, 5.5%. They have a global monopoly on the machines that print the most advanced chips. Without ASML, the world's technology stops moving forward. SMH charges 0.35%. Yes, it's more expensive than VOO, but you are paying for concentrated, high-conviction exposure. In 2026, we aren't just betting on growth in a general sense. We are betting on the physical silicon supercycle. If you already have enough general tech and VOO, SMH is your sniper to capture the AI infrastructure boom, especially if 2026 is the year AI moves from hype to reality. You'd need to be cautious here. It moves fast. Don't look at the chart every day if you have a weak stomach.
Now, let's talk about cash flow. Enter JEPQ, JP Morgan Nasdaq Equity Premium Income. This is for the investor who wants a paycheck every single month. It is currently yielding a staggering 9% to 11%, depending on market volatility. A lot of people hear 11% yield and think it's a scam or a yield trap, like those funds that decay over time. But JEPQ is different because it uses a sophisticated strategy called covered calls. Let's break this down so you can understand what it means before you buy them, or explain it to your friends. Imagine you own a high-end apartment building. You get the benefit of the building's value going up over time, but you also collect rent every month. That rent is your income. JEPQ does this with stocks. It owns Nasdaq 100 giants like Microsoft and Google, but it sells the right for someone else to buy those stocks at a specific higher price in the future. In exchange for giving up some of that moonshot upside, JEPQ receives an immediate cash payment called a premium. JEPQ then takes those premiums and hands them to you as a monthly dividend. The benefit? In a choppy or flat market, which many analysts predict for 2026, JEPQ is a beast. You collect the rent while everyone else is waiting for their stocks to move. Now, the trade-off. If the Nasdaq rockets up 40% in a single year, JEPQ will likely only go up 15 to 20% because they sold away that extra upside for the cash. The 2026 strategy. We expect volatility. High volatility means higher options premiums, which means a fatter check in your mailbox every month. One major warning. JEPQ's income is mostly unqualified. That means the IRS taxes it at your ordinary income tax rate, just like your salary. Now, here's a tip for you. To maximize this, try to hold JEPQ in a Roth IRA or 401k, where that 11% can compound tax-free.
If JEPQ is your banker, SCHD, Schwab US Dividend Equity, is your tank. Yeah, right. I know you know this ETF. The legendary old-fashioned dividend ETF. Yeah? You might be wondering, why on earth would I buy SCHD at a 3.5% yield when JEPQ pays 11%? The answer is simple: risk management. JEPQ is tech-heavy. If the Nasdaq has a dot-com-style correction, JEPQ is going down with it. SCHD doesn't own a single stock in the Magnificent Seven. It is your ultimate hedge against a tech bubble burst. Look at the stability in the SCHD top 10. Lockheed Martin, defense and aerospace. Chevron, energy and oil. Home Depot, consumer discretionary. AVUV and Merck, healthcare giants. Coca-Cola and PepsiCo, consumer staples. These are old economy titans. They have massive cash flows, low debt, and a history of increasing their dividends even when the economy is struggling. When the high-flying tech stocks get crushed because of high interest rates or a recession scare, investors flee to quality, and SCHD is the definition of quality. The tax advantage. Unlike JEPQ, the dividends from SCHD are 100% qualified. This is huge. For most investors, you'll pay 15% tax on SCHD dividends instead of the 22 or 32% you might pay on JEPQ. It's the perfect defensive partner for your growth-heavy VOO and SMH. Its expense ratio is a rock-bottom 0.06%.
Finally,
we have the reinforcement nobody sees coming. AVUV, Avantis US Small Cap Value. Historically, small cap value is the only asset class that has consistently beaten the S&P 500 over 20-plus year periods. For the last decade, VOO has been the undisputed winner. But right now, in 2026, the valuation gap between expensive large tech and cheap small value is at an extreme we haven't seen in generations. Small companies are quite literally on sale compared to the giants. The cost of precision. Because this isn't a dumb index fund, it requires a bit more management. AVUV carries an expense ratio of 0.25%. While that is higher than VOO, you are paying for a filter that has historically outperformed the standard small cap benchmarks by avoiding the junk stocks that drag down the rest of the market. Who is actually inside the AVUV top stocks in 2026? Macy's, a retail giant reinventing itself with strong cash flows. Five Below, the high-growth discount retailer dominating the teen market. GATX Corp, the global leader in railcar leasing, essential infrastructure. Lear Corp, a massive player in automotive seating and electronics. Air Lease, they own the planes the major airlines fly. When interest rates stabilize in 2026, these companies, the actual backbone of the real economy, are positioned for a massive catch-up rally. If the tech-heavy VOO stays flat this year because of high valuations, AVUV could be the secret engine that keeps your portfolio green.
Now, let's put these pieces together. You can't just buy 20% of each and call it a day. You need a strategy based on your age and your goals. The Empire Builder, age 25 to 40. You have decades ahead of you. You can handle a 20% drop because you're focused on the 2045 finish line. VOO, the King, 40%. SMH, the Rocket, 30%, betting big on the AI supercycle. AVUV, the Value Play, 20%, diversifying away from tech. JEPQ, the Cash, 10%, using the dividends to buy more shares. The Prime Earner, age 40 to 55. You're in your peak earning years. You need growth, but you can't afford a 10-year recovery if the market crashes. VOO, the King, 50%. SCHD, the Tank, 25%, adding that defensive shield. SMH, the Rocket, 15%, still capturing upside. JEPQ, the Banker, 10%. The Freedom Fund, age 60 plus. You've made your money. Now, your only job is to protect it and live off the income. SCHD, the Defensive Income, 40%. Qualified, safe dividends. JEPQ, the Monthly Paycheck, 40%. Maximizing your lifestyle cash flow. VOO, the Inflation Hedge, 20%. To make sure your money lasts for 30 more years.
The world is changing fast. VOO is a great foundation, but in 2026, a foundation without a house is just a slab of concrete. By reinforcing your portfolio with the air support of SMH, the monthly cash of JEPQ, the shield of SCHD, and the value of AVUV, you are building a wealth machine that can survive whatever the economy throws at it. If you found this breakdown helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps the algorithm show this to more investors who might be stuck in the VOO only trap. And if you want to know which brokerage is actually the best to hold this portfolio without losing your gains to hidden fees or bad execution, watch my 2026 broker battle video right here. I'll see you over there. Build your wealth, and I'll see you in the next one.